I was talking with someone the other day, someone I did not know, and they brought up the issue of male rites of passage, or the lack of male rites of passage, because those were something that were existed in many different societies all throughout the planet, all throughout history, but we don't have them anymore. I mean, I'm 34, so in my generation, it was kind of like, oh, you're 18, get out of the house and, figure it out. And basically, survivorship bias. It's like, if you made it, then it worked. And if you didn't, well, then you suck. Which, I can't remember exactly where I read this, but I remember like that was the part of actually a rite of passage, was that, it's like if you failed, a lot of times kids would die. And it was kind of like, oh, well, if they died, then they were going to be a liability to the tribe. And I think they should be more, we should have them, and they should be more specific, and not just get out of the house and figure it out. I just feel like that's less than ideal. So, I mean, I got to a point when I was like in my mid-20s, and I realized that I was a weak person and I wanted to change. So I did a ritual, a rite of passage to myself. And I didn't think about it like, oh, I'm like a boy and I want to become a man. But I was like, I don't want to be this way anymore, and I would like to be stronger. And so I did a series of things. Signed up for an Ironman, ultra marathon, was homeless for 2 nights in the winter in Boston, no food, no money, and to attack my fear of failure. And I put all this stuff into it, like all the things that I no longer wanted. No longer wanted weakness, fear, things I was worried about, divorce, going broke, all this stuff. And it was like, that is the shit that I want to put to bed. That is why I'm doing this, to kill that aspect of myself, to kill, to over, like, if I do this, I can overcome these fears. Like I can kill these undesirable aspects, and I can overcome these fears. And I achieved these things. I went and did these very difficult tasks. I had these difficult experiences, and it definitely minimized my fear. It minimized my fear, and it also made me feel much more capable. Because it's not like, oh, I'm never going to have to run into dealing with fears and insecurities like that ever again. But what it gave me was a much richer sense of, I can deal with the hard stuff. And, that's just what I'm supposed to do until I die. That's part of being a man, dealing with hard things, protecting the perimeter, keeping the women and children safe, or as Jordan Peterson put it, being the person that people can rely on at your father's funeral. So you can do that to yourself, and just being like, I'm gonna do this difficult thing, put all this stuff you don't want, and tell yourself who you want to become on the other side.